Hi. So I just thought I would make a little stage control system because I've seen people trying to make like MMC dance things and get VR chat denser in Neos. So I thought I'll just try to help with that endeavor. And so I made a little like stage control system. So let me just so I made a it's all in a public folder. Uh, yeah, so I made a little public folder for it. It's very alpha right now, so it's not great. But so let me just uh, pop the different elements that there is in this stage system. So the first one you want to pop in is the deck, the control deck, and so this control deck comes with let me switch to smooth POV. So this control deck comes with the box, which is where you're going to plug all your lights. And each light that you're going to plug is going to have an interface that appears onto the stage. Cool. So the first thing you want to do is uh, you want to take your console deck thingy. You want to place it somewhere. So I'm gonna try to do like a locomotion walking. So I'm gonna place it at the right height. Okay, once that's is done, you have a little button here for fixed position. So now it doesn't move anymore. You grab this box, and then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna place the box next to the stage, so it's easier to set up the light at the stage so that you can have your console way over there, and you have your box right here. I'm gonna click fix position. Okay. And so next, the next thing we want is we want to add some lights to this. So I made a little like light maker thing that right now just makes a spotlight, but you can definitely reverse engineer it to make any sort of like VJ thing you want to do. So let me show you that. So let me turn on the private UI so you see the menu. Actually, sorry. Okay, yeah, we're in the private UI. So the console was this, right? And this is the light maker. So if you just double click the light maker, it's gonna pop a light maker. Cool. And so this light maker, basically, this is gonna be where you can do the interface, and this is the light you want to do. So if you want to make any light, so the first thing you're gonna do is you want to, create your light, whatever this visual system does. Right now, it's just, a spotlight, and you want to drop it on this table. So that way, this is parented to the whole system. This is gonna be the plug, right? So this is gonna be the thing that we're gonna plug over there. And here, this is where you get your logic. So the very, simple setup right now um, will be to, we're just going to name this light. We're going to say this is a par, because this is just a simple spotlight, or maybe just call it spot, actually. People know that word better. So Scott spot. Okay, so we call it spot. It's named spot. Great. And then, we just have to click the make light button and that'll just work for the spotlight. So if you want to do other stuff, you probably want to reverse engineer that setup. So I just click make light. Boom. And now, right, we have this light here, which we can just go and place and we can connect it to, say, the spot number one. Boom. Now it's plugged in one, right? Okay, so let me just take this light to show you what actually happened. So I grab my light, go back to my console. And so here in my console, right, you see that the interface we just created, it just got popped here. And so this is our light. And so, you can just change the color, change the intensity of the light, you know, uh, you can just do a bunch of different things based on those little value that you design on this interface, right? This also is a receivable surface, so you can just drop UI element to it, and it'll just it'll it'll like the UI element will just keep on that surface, right? And so after this, right, once we populate this thing, we'll have many things. So let me just create like place this light and create a few more lights. So just intensity of this. Okay, let's go into flying mode. Okay, and then let's place a light here. Let's say okay, good. So we have one light done, and then once you're done, you can just get rid of this little stage thingy. It doesn't serve any purpose anymore. It just allows you to have this thing. If you want to create light and you want to save them, don't destroy it because everything's parented to it right after you click make light. So just save that right after without grabbing the light or the plug. Otherwise, it's still beta-ish. Okay, so let me just drop a few more light making tools. so we can, make more lights, and I show you what happens when we have more lights. Cool. I'm just gonna make a bunch of light here. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna take this light, place it over there, and this one, and place it, over there. All right, so you basically can just, design your stage however you want by taking your light elements, right, which are sort of like the more important aspect is like, art, design, and you're not thinking about the technicity of how do I control those lights in a VJ system. That's sort of what I'm trying to get at here is like making a VJ system that just sort of works. All right, so our lights are placed, but right now, right, there's nothing on our interface because we haven't plugged them. So what we need to do is we need to grab our plugs, right, and just place them wherever we want them on the UI. So, you know, if I had named them a bit better, like we can, you can do stuff with the naming and stuff like this so that you can organize your stage however you want. Okay, cool. All right, so now we have our lights that are plugged here, and now our console, right? Depending on the number you plug, it'll just basically pop it on a radial sort of surface here, right? And now let's go back to smooth POV. Okay, so now we have our stage over there, and I'm gonna increase a little bit of the value of this. I'm gonna change this to a green. I'm gonna change this to a blue, green, purple, right? And as I'm changing this, everything over there is just changing, right? So I can just turn it off or turn the light back on, right? Uh, like you could imagine putting like, buttons and touchpads or anything you want on those interfaces. And I'm just gonna make a little like extra video on how to actually design a light like this. All right. Thank you very much for listening. And how do I stop this?